Welcome to the GamerDad Podcast, where we talk about all things Magic the Gathering and gaming. We strive to make things fun, fit into our busy lives, families, keep things casual, and show you how you can too. I'm GamerDad Bob. I'm GamerDad Bob. You know, that guy. A 30-year Magic Gathering veteran who has played formats from Legacy to Standard to Commander. I like Harry Potter. But before you crucify me in this opener, take a step back for a second. I cannot and will no longer be supporting anything J.K. Rowling's doing. She doesn't get one more cent of my hard-earned cash. I've hit my absolute breaking point. I actually hit it months ago. Do you remember like that cigar smoking super yacht selfie that she took? Like,
yep,
almost like the I love the smell of napalm in the morning sort
like
of thing.
I'm the villain.
Like that was her super villain selfie, and that was the turning point for me. I was absolutely done. I remember talking to my wife about it. I was like, we're done here. We're just done here.
And I'm Jesse Hoge. I'm also a 30-year Magic the Gathering vet. I'm a gamer and a 2-time girl dad, and I just want to know what to do. Seems like every day there's some new controversy with a brand or a person I admire. What's next? Keanu Reeves? Henry Cavill? You can tell me that Henry really isn't built like a Greek god and he's just an AI image that we've been seeing? If so, plug me into that matrix and teach me Kung Fu, because I'm on board.
Henry. Remember, this podcast is sponsored by you, the listeners, so head on over to Patreon and subscribe. There you can find exclusive content like our video podcast. The only place you can get the video is here right now live, and then it's gone and off to Patreon. Subscribers to Patreon also get notified when we post updates of our podcast recordings. I'm also going to start treating Patreon as my own little personal blog. I'm going to be putting some bits and some fun stuff up on there as well. And Jesse, you have creator access now too. So if you want to have your own subsection, that is all yours. So check it out.
Jesse Hoagie is really bad at guitar riffs.
Also, don't forget to stick around for our flavor text or song lyrics at our midway point. Will Jesse try to trick me with stuff that's on my recent playlists? Or will he hit me with some really obscure flavor? Okay. Now with all that out of the way. So here's the thing. I did not think I'd be here talking about sleeves. But it's August 2025. Ultimate Guard just fully admitted to using AI tools to extend art on deck boxes. Dragon Shield's still silent on their past Harry Potter merch, and oh, by the way, still has character and actor sleeves for sale as of this recording in their store. And neither one of them seems particularly interested in addressing the why behind people's frustration, especially from trans folks and their allies. And I wasn't going to say anything. I was waiting. I gave these brands space to talk, but now I've seen what they're willing to say, what they're not. That's actually louder, by the way. I'm done waiting. And this hurts. This hurts me. I grew up with Harry Potter. And until recently, I'll admit, I couldn't define what a turf was. I didn't know. I'm literally the 43-year-old old dude Googling turf. What is a turf?
Not turf war.
And I was like, oh gosh, what is this? So for those of you who don't know, and you may not, it's a noun, by the way, TERF. It's an acronym meaning trans-exclusionary radical feminist, a shorthand to describe one cohort of feminists who self-identify as radical and are unwilling to recognize trans women as sisters, unlike other feminists who do. Wow. Not cool. And
not cool.
I'm not trying to underplay that by saying not cool either. Here's the other thing. I use Ultimate Guard gear. I like AI. I love ChatGPT. It's been helping me a ton. But let me be clear. There's a lot I also do not like. Environmental footprints, the artwork stuff. God. I mean, Jesse, how many times have I joked whenever we use AI? I'm like, well, you just killed another sloth in the rainforest because...
I've been saying this, I think, all week. Like, I saw a recent report, like, there's a data center in the Northeast that uses more electricity than all of Vermont and New Hampshire combined.
Come on, man. I went to college in Vermont.
One single data center. One.
I want to believe in good intentions here. There's just some point when silence becomes a stance. And for us as small creators, we're sitting here trying to figure out if our sleeves, yes, our actual card sleeves, my katanas,
and card boxes,
are going to get us blacklisted for not being loud enough, fast enough, right enough in social media. And that's just exhausting. It takes so many cycles of, should I be saying something? Should I not be saying something? What does my silence mean? What if I say the wrong thing? It really is exhausting. So this episode It's going to be messy. It's very personal. And it's not going to end with an easy answer. And finally, I'm not here to pretend that I've always had this figured out. I'm here because I'm learning, and maybe if you're listening now, later, maybe you're learning too.
And really quick before we dive into the meat and potatoes of everything here, just to be clear, we're not both siding anything here. TERFs are bad, trans rights are human rights, and that's not up for debate in this podcast at all. We're not upset people are angry. A lot of people have every reason to be. What we are talking about is how hard it is to keep up, to buy the right things, to support the right creators, to speak at the right volume. And those expectations shift daily.
Goalposts.
It feels like it. And this isn't a call out. This isn't a defense. This is just a reflection and just a discussion. If you're still with us, talk about what happens when we're doing the best. Still doesn't feel like enough, and it's so hard to keep up. It's very hard to keep up.
It is. And we're not full-time creators either. So,
No.
we scroll through Blue Sky and other social media, TikToks, Instagrams and stuff. And there's a common thread here, which is why we wanted to talk about this stuff from the small creator standpoint. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening right now. And I'm going to read a wall of text, so I apologize in advance. So Ultimate Guard issued a statement. Was it this week, Jesse?
It was this week. I think it was Monday.
About using Adobe's AI extension tools. So let's read this word for word. Earlier this month, we saw a post and discussions about generative AI use in our Halia and Tezzeret flip and tray deck box. I don't know what the hell a flip and tray deck box is. We immediately conducted an internal review and unfortunately confirmed the claims. Okay, so they use the word unfortunately here. Let's keep going. Let's see how unfortunate it was for them. When adapting 2D card art for 3D products like deck boxes, we sometimes extend the original artwork to fit complex shapes. Our review found that in some cases, including this deck box, a feature in Adobe called Generative Fill, which uses AI, was employed alongside our designer's handwork. Upon further research, we also found it occurred in a small number of other products in development. We deeply value the artists we work with and the trust of the community. Effective immediately, we will no longer use Generative Fill or any AI tools in our design process for Magic the Gathering licensed products. Period. Notice what they didn't say. And any that were in production have been removed from our lineup, and no future AI-assisted Magic the Gathering licensed products will be made or sold by Ultimate Guard. We recognize that the heart of this issue is a concern for the livelihood of artists everywhere. Ultimate Guard wholeheartedly supports this sentiment. To that end, we have been steadily growing our own full-time team of illustrators and designers. We also commission unique art pieces from the freelance community, a practice that has and will continue to be part of Ultimate Guard's DNA. Thank you for your understanding and continued support. Jesse, what do you think about that?
Like at first, I thought it was good. And then I read it again, and it's like that last paragraph is like basically saying we're not going to pay the artist to extend it. We're going to extend it ourselves. Yep. And eventually we're going to have artists in-house that are going to be able to recreate this, so I don't have to pay artists anymore at all.
That's how I read it too. It screams you caught us energy.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like, how many things that are already out there did they use this for? Like, they didn't admit to that. I guarantee there is. No one's just noticed yet. And how many other brands are doing this too? It's not just them. Not
to mention, Ultimate Guard really just said, "Well, oops, Magic the Gathering.
Oops, yeah,
we're going to use it on our other products." The implications here, as I'm looking at this for God, I've lost count of times I've read this. The implication here is that, oops, Magic the Gathering. We're not saying we're not going to use it on our other products. A lot of not said stuff that's going on. So their pivot. Well, we're not paying original artists still. We're just going to hire internal people to extend the art. It, to me, and I skeeted this. What the hell is Blue Sky? Skeeted this. I was like, so why not just compensate the artist directly?
Yeah.
The one in question on that box was like, for a couple $100, I would have just extended it for them. They didn't ask. And I was quiet on Blue Sky until Ultimate Guard said something. Because I feel like places deserve a chance to respond. It's my understanding that Ultimate Guard has had a practice of some bad behavior that I'm now seeing as this all unravels. I'm just not that close to everything. So that statement of theirs flipped the switch for me, and all bets are off. I used to be a big supporter of them. Man, the amount of different card sleeves I'm shopping around now on.
I just got the rock guards in today. They literally just came in today. And I literally just got almost all of my commander decks all into Ultimate Guard sleeves. And now it's like, fudge. I got to do it all over again.
Right. That's the crazy part. And I'm a big supporter of AI. It's been helping me a lot in my job. It's been helping me a lot in life and other things. And this isn't it. This is not the way to use AI.
I don't think any way is to use AI. I do not like AI. I only have to use it because of my job, but this is definitely not it. You were there along with my logo journey for all my content stuff. I did AI first. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about what this did to people. And then it's like, okay, we're talking about it.
Right.
And you brought it to my attention.
We started.
Yeah.
And we went down that rabbit hole. And the AI issue, it's not theoretical. It's about who's getting paid for the creative work.
It's not. And I just got all the content, the graphic stuff from Holy MTG for my channel. And there's no AI that could have made that. Like, it looks so good. There's nothing AI that could have made that.
And you paid an artist for their work.
Sure did.
That's the important part here. So here's the other thing. Ultimate Guard got on a call today with people, I guess. They're the people that they sponsor and everything. And man, they're losing creators so fast. I've seen a couple. Yesterday, Sam, Ristic Studies, Sam said he's dropping them. Carlo MTG today said he's dropping them. It's a matter of time before they start losing a lot of their base on Ultimate Guard here.
But I didn't read Sam's thing, but was it because of AI or was it because of Harry Potter?
Now you're putting me on the spot. I don't remember.
I know Carlo was Harry Potter, which is a completely different issue than AI.
Let me see if I can find what he said. Effective today, I've resigned from working with Ultimate Guard as I can no longer support the company's creative or business decisions. I think it was a blanket statement.
Probably both. That's smart.
Sam's done with both.
That's smart.
They're still Ultimate Guard. Not only are they moving forward, those house themed, the Harry Potter house themed deck boxes, they're already out in LGSs in the wild. Yep. So they said, screw it. They went to print and we're selling them, and that's that. They didn't do any distancing.
They're thinking probably from a purely financial standpoint, like we paid how much money for to license it, and we want to make that money back.
Right. And oh, by the way, let's talk about. By the way, this episode's called "The Quiet Elephant in the Room." I thought that was a very apt title.
Yeah.
Dragon Shield previously sold some Harry Potter house sleeves.
Not previously.
Those are no longer for sale, the house ones, but Jesse did some research. Tell us what you found.
They're still selling stuff on their website. It's like the character faces. It's all the Harry Potter stuff. It was, I think, $16.99. And it's not like it's a reseller, like an Amazon selling, like a reseller selling it. It's Dragon Shield directly on their website. Right. And have you seen anything from them about it?
No. And where's the outrage for that? It's weird, right? Why are we not attacking them right now for missing a complete opportunity to yank that product? Holy cow, Ultimate Guard fumbled. Let's make sure that we don't have any Harry Potter stuff still for sale, except for our actor Hermione, Ron Weasley, Harry Potter sleeves. Well, we'll still sell
Harry Potter.
Sell them. And last I checked, Rowling gets paid on that as well. Mm-hmm. So,
and I'm skipping to another point here, but you mentioned like where's everybody's outrage on that? What about other brands? Like, what about Lego? There's Lego Harry Potter stuff out there.
Harry, and there's so many of us that love Legos. I love Legos.
Do people boycott going to Universal Studios?
Wait.
In Harry Potter World? Yeah, we both have the same thing. The tall neck behind us.
We got the tall neck behind us here. You know, we like Lego.
What about Universal Studios?
Harry Potter World. I tried to go, but I got COVID late 2019. I'm pretty sure. And
Amazon, Walmart, they all saw official Harry Potter merch. Kohl's, Alex and Ani. I stopped looking at when I got all that many brands.
Are you telling us, Jesse, that it's very hard to ethically consume products?
It is, because I have an HBO Max subscription. Well, sorry, it's not. I don't think it's called. Is it called HBO Max?
I don't know what the hell it's called anymore.
I think it's back to HBO Max. It was Max, and now it's back to HBO Max. They have rights to play Harry Potter. Should I not watch HBO Max anymore? I don't I don't know what to do there.
Yeah, the Harry Potter thing hurts for me. It was just part of growing up. You got to realize we're in our 40s, right? We are in our early 40s, Jesse and I. So Harry Potter was prime in our formative years, college years when that came out. So
I remember it was on my campus anyway. It was like Team Harry Potter or Team Lord of the Rings. So it was quite funny.
But like that was just ingrained in our culture. So the books, the movies. I've bought so many official movie props for my wife because she loves Harry Potter. This one hurts more emotionally. Like, it's such a gut punch that such a fun world was created by such a terrible, terrible person. But honestly, the AI stuff still makes me angrier.
And it's interesting too because Harry Potter was so inclusive.
It
whole
was
Harry Potter world.
There was also shades of anti-Semitism with the goblins and some other weird stuff going on. But everybody was like, "Oh, you can overlook it. Wizards, magic, he."
Yeah.
Fictional characters that is just interlaced with anti-Semitism. So there were signs. If 18, 20-year-old Bob knew better, if he was a bit more seasoned in life, and people growing up now, all of that is out there for them to consume and know. Early internet stuff for us, I wasn't finding out that Harry Potter was the goblins were symbolic. No idea.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that I tend to read things at face value first. That's why I failed English class. Okay, I didn't fail English class, but that's why I got criticized when I was reading poetry, and they're like, "You're not supposed to read it literally," and I'm like, "Why not?" It's tough. So there are no clean choices in cardboard capitalism, Magic the Gathering, right? There's no such thing as clean consumerism, period, anymore.
No.
Jesse just rattled off a bunch of stuff. I still buy things from Amazon.
So do I. I just did half an hour ago.
Walmart?
Yep.
We get a big chunk of our food from Walmart. We have to. It's affordable. But being ethical is no longer just about what you buy. It's about what people think your purchases mean. How do we navigate that?
Yeah, because like I have katanas on my cards. Does that mean I support J.K. Rowling? No. Does it mean I support AI? I like the sleeves. Like all that doesn't change the fact that the sleeves are good.
Yeah.
But by purchasing them, that means money is going to J.K. Rowling.
In a roundabout way, it does now.
Somewhere, yeah.
I never liked Dragon Shield sleeves. If you recall, even back when we were first playing, I tried to avoid them. I was playing with Ultra Pros. I
was all Dragon Shield. That's all I was using. And then you showed me the katanas, and I switched to katanas. Mostly because locally, all the LGSs around me, that's all they carry is Dragon Shields.
Mm-hmm.
So they're so easy to get.
Yep. Yeah, the ultimate guard's coming right from Europe most of the time. And let's be honest, those katanas were the go-to. High quality, reliable. They've been our favorite for the last, 2 years now?
Look at the prof. He put out a video comparing sleeves, and what were his top two? Katanas and Dragon Shields.
Yep. And if you weren't already using those, you were definitely curious.
Yep. That's what made us pay attention to it.
So now, like I said, I'm already experimenting with other sleeve brands. I've literally got like Gamegenic ones here. I've got rock guards on other stuff. I'm trying to find sleeves that I like now, which is a challenge in itself. And I don't want
that shuffle, man. It's so hard to shuffle like a 100-card deck already.
Yep.
You don't want the sleeves to slow you down.
And I don't want to sound like, oh, poor me. Bob has to find different sleeves. Guess what? I'm going to find different sleeves. I'm going to find ones that I like. The market is saturated. And
There's so many sleeves out there.
And we can choose. We can vote with our wallet here. And I intend to.
And like I said, it's not just the sleeves either. It's sleeves, it's deck boxes. It's like Gamegenic is really stepping up on a lot of their deck box stuff.
Yep.
I bought the Rock Guard or whatever it is, Nerd Gaming, a playmat thing behind me too.
Yep.
Along with the sleeves that came in today. So there's so many out there.
There's so many options. And I think that is another important thing is that it is easy to pivot if things are going south. If you don't resonate with a brand for any reason. If a brand has gone nuclear like Ultimate Guard with the stupid stuff that they've been saying and the things that they're not saying, we can pivot. And we should. Here's the other thing. I'm not burning my other Ultimate Guard sleeves.
No.
The katana, I'm not burning them. For practical reasons, like think about like the chemicals. Like if I burn them and
Or if you throw them away, it's like I literally have a bulk box behind me there's 3 rows. 2 of those rows are full of sleeves because I don't want to get rid of them because I don't want to throw them away.
Yeah.
Because it's bad for the environment.
But we don't need to erase the past here. I think it's important that we move on, though. I will use these sleeves until they're no longer useful to me, and I will get new ones.
Same. I have 2 boxes of Ultima Guards I haven't opened yet. I don't plan on opening them.
I have 1 back there. Maybe. No. It's a deck box. There's no more of this Ultimate Guard is the best. The katanas are the best talk. That is a line that we will draw. I'm boring Jesse over here.
No, it's 9:00 and everybody's getting up early now because of school.
Yeah. And here's the other thing about the market, right? Most of the Magic the Gathering community, at least in the creator space that we bump elbows with, Jesse, right? What seller are we not using anymore?
No, I will not use TCG Player ever again. That hits close to home for me.
Right.
Syracuse is like an hour and a half away from me. I used to go to Syracuse all the time when I lived over that way. And, them closing that plant instead of, letting them unionize, it affected over 200 people's jobs. So Mana Pool, man. I mean, they came at a great time.
Yep.
They have a great site. They have a great shipping tool.
They have the best optimized. Screw anything else. Like, their optimizer is better than TCG Players on a good day. Like, their bad day is better. It's not even close.
Not even close. So they came at a great time.
I freaking love Mana Pool. I've got another order out for another deck that I'm building already. I can't stop. I said I was going to stop, and I was just
going to say, you said you're going to stop.
I can't freaking stop. I have another deck coming, Jesse. No company's safe. And let's also be crystal clear on this. Billionaires are the problem.
They are so many problems. This is just one of the many problems that they create. But yeah, they are.
Billionaires are part of the problem here. Amazon, groceries, clothing, everything. Guess who profits?
Billionaires.
The billionaires.
That's really, obviously the billionaires are top of the problem. Like, they're the heads. But really, just the whole money, make money no matter what is the problem. Like, the whole capitalist way the United States is the problem.
It's funny. My wife and I talk all the time about billionaires, and it's like the second you hit $1 billion, good job, you win capitalism. You now have to donate the rest of your money.
There should be no billionaires.
We'll put up a statue in your honor. You won capitalism. Good job. I mean, you don't get to be a billionaire a second time.
There are no good billionaires.
There's no simple good or bad list either anymore, right? As we've already beat to death. I still shop at Walmart. I still like Legos. I like Amazon. I use Home Depot as my primary hardware store.
What's wrong with Home Depot?
Their political affiliations and alignments, Jesse, are
What about Lowe's?
Way right.
Those next to me.
Right? They're not good. So, I mean, this is the crux of it, right? If you're watching, you saw the literal Jesse eye roll over that.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, what the hell? What am I supposed to do here?
There are some pretty hard limits for me. Like, I used to be a huge NASCAR fan. We both used to be. And honestly, I stopped watching when the stage racing kind of started, where they were throwing intentional cautions
to death.
And then my final nail in the coffin was the Let's Go Brandon crap. Granted, that was Xfinity. But after that, I'm like, nope. Like, I have not watched it at all. Like, maybe I'll catch the final 10 laps of a race. But that's it. Like, I don't pay attention anymore.
Yeah.
Just because of all the political crap.
Yeah, and the worst part in all this, I live near Raleigh, North Carolina. I am in the center
of Charlotte.
I am in the center of NASCAR land.
Yep. I'm close. I'm 3 hours away from Watkins Glen?
Yeah.
I went to New Hampshire. That was a couple hours away.
There's got to be 5 or 6 tracks within 3 hours for me.
Yeah.
3-4 hours. There's got to be.
There is 100%. You have Bristol, you have Richmond, you have Charlotte,
Martinsville.
That's 4.
Is there a track in Atlanta?
Yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah, that's 6 hours. I mean, we are in the heart of NASCAR country, and my kid loves race cars. We got to bring him at some point, right?
Yeah. Just make sure you have earmuffs.
There's no good or bad list anymore. Every purchase we make feels like it comes with baggage. What do we do about that?
Yeah, because every purchase goes to a company that's run by a billionaire who donates to GOP. Like that, like it all like every rich person seems to be that way.
And I don't want to hear from comments or anything. Well, then just buy local. I do.
Yeah.
I love to patronize local places. I
would
love
love
it.
to. I do
Love
it every chance I get. Like my wife and I, like we rarely this is a simple, very simple like pizza. We rarely buy any pizza chain. The only time we will is when our girls are, complaining they want stuffed crust because there's no local place that does that. But we usually buy local. We always buy local.
Patronize your local places. That helps.
Everything I would buy is local if I could, but they're all closing because of big chains.
Yep.
So like luckily here, like we have a place called Mr. B's that is like an Arby's. And Arby's actually got run out of town because everybody went to Mr. B's and they left.
Wow.
That's one of the very rare ones where it's flipped.
Doing something right.
I would love to play or buy local, but they're closing, and B, when they're not, their prices are double what everybody else is.
It's hard.
It's incredibly hard.
This is heavy. This is to quote Marty McFly here. I mean, this is heavy, Doc.
There's something wrong with the gravity in the
future. Yeah, this is heavy. It doesn't feel like there's a right answer no matter what we do. And if you were to boil this down to the nth degree, and nobody has, because there's no comprehensive list, it's not possible. It's just not a thing. Where could you shop? What could you buy? There's at some point nothing aligns with your values, your ethics, your morals.
No.
It's a horrible situation in the world that we're in right now. I don't like it. So what are we doing about this? Where do we draw the line? And it's not always the same line. So here's the thing. Since becoming more visible as a creator, I now have to draw clearer lines, right? I may be small. I've got 77 whole followers on my Twitch channel. I
have 27.
I just hit 400 on Blue Sky this week. I have no engagement on Blue Sky, but that's 400 different pairs of eyes that see what I'm posting or not posting. I have to draw clearer lines. And that's not out of fear. Don't mistake that. That's not out of fear. It's out of awareness. And that's where it's different. I'm not saying things or saying things because I'm scared to or not scared to. It's because I am so hyper aware of the current political climate, the current climate in general, what's going on. I listen.
Literal climate.
I read posts. I listen to our friends. Everything we do is under the microscope now. Even the quiet choices, right? I'm going to go to MagicCon Atlanta with Ultimate Guard sleeves. Do you think people are going to judge me? Maybe.
Well, I mean, sleeve-wise, let's be technical. There's no branding on the sleeves. So you won't know unless you shuffle them. Like, I will know when I shuffle them. But there's going to be Ultimate Guard booths. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
I wonder how that's going to be.
I'll take a picture, for sure.
Like,
for sure.
I'm very curious how that's going to be.
As I get older, the maturity and awareness that I didn't have in my 20s and 30s is just piling up.
It's that combined with how much information we have access to now.
That's true, too.
Because let's be honest, like, if Rowling wasn't so vocal about her terrible views, we never would have known.
Well, she chose to be vocal, too, though.
She did. But if the internet, if social media wasn't there, would she have done an interview? Probably not.
I doubt it. Not early on. She didn't do it early on. She didn't do it till she hit that billionaire mark,
Yeah. Like, they seem to, I mean, you see it dealing with Musk and all those people, like, they get rich, some get brain damage or something. I don't know.
Crazy. They get crazy. I don't understand it. For me, now that I'm older, more experienced and everything, that maturity and awareness, it's also there. It's hard to describe. It's just there now. I put myself in other people's shoes way more often than I did, even 10 years ago. I have a family now, which makes a big difference. I have a 5-year-old, big difference. everything that we do and experience helps change your perspective on things. And we're still growing. We're still learning. So
Yeah,
for me,
before this, I don't know if this is a good example, but before I had girls and before I was married, I never really thought too much about how my actions would affect women.
mm-hmm.
And that makes me sound like a terrible person. I probably was. But now it's like, how do I want the world to be for my kids, my two daughters? It
But you've
affects
seen
everything.
that. You've
affects
seen
everything.
that. Recognize that.
Yeah.
And you've changed that.
Oh, yeah. I'm completely different than I was before I had kids. And it's like, I never saw things through that lens before. And now it's like, holy shit. Now I have two girls that I don't want to have grow up in the world that I grew up in.
Right.
Like,
right.
And what can I do to change that?
And the other thing for me is I've grown up and been in this space. It's never been in my nature to judge others on their product choices. Ever.
No.
Like every time
IT.
that nailed it, right? For us, it's not Apple versus Android energy. It's not Windows versus Mac. It's not Linux elitism. We see everything. And every time a family member asks me as an IT person, well, should I get an iPhone or an Android? What do you think, Bob? You do this for a living. What's my answer?
Who cares?
Get what you like.
Get what you like. I literally have a device in my house that runs every operating system. I have one that runs Android, iOS, Mac, Linux, Chrome, Windows. I have everything. Granted, part of it was because I want to have the experience and be able to support it in my job. But I also like tinkering with it. You know what? They're all the freaking same. They're all the same.
I can't judge people on that.
Draco, they all do the same thing.
Draco in chat. I only judge the lewd anime girl sleeves. Okay, that's fair.
And the playmats.
That's
and
fair.
The playmats. And the shirts that people wear, and then the pillows they bring to anime conventions, and
that's
never mind.
People
Thank you for the vivid memories coming back, Drake. I appreciate that. I really do.
People buy what works for them. That's always been my stance. It always has been my stance. So when katana sleeves were the best for me, that's what I bought.
Yeah. You convert, like I said, you converted me. I literally switched 10 or 15 decks over to them. And now it's like, son of a bitch. Now I have all these sleeves that make me feel dirty when I use them.
But again,
the
hardest shift for me has been Harry Potter. And I already mentioned this, right? I lived through the magic of the first wave, the books, the movies, the joy. But looking back now, like if I could go back and warn 18-year-old Bob about Rowling, I'd have never gone that deep. Never. If I could have said, hey, Bob, you're this lady who created this wizard universe, she's a terrible person. She's a TERF.
It's very hard because my girls are at the age where they could start watching Harry Potter.
What do you say? What do you say to a 9-year-old, a 7-year-old?
No idea.
How old's your oldest?
9.
What do you say to a 9-year-old about? I'm sorry, honey, you can't watch this because the creator of this is a terrible person.
Lately, it's been no. Why don't we watch K-pop Demon Hunters for the 100th time?
Hey, listen, I'm on board for that. I'm on board for that. Harry Potter was tied to joy, right? That's where it initially was. It was tied to joy, and for the younger audience, please bear with us and understand that. I'm not saying it's okay, but please understand that younger Bob liked Harry Potter because it brought joy. It's just not cool anymore. And I have no intention of making it cool anymore.
No, like we and it's weird too, because like we own all the movies. Like we bought them.
Yep.
My wife
own them.
Owns all the books.
Yep.
She bought them. What do we do?
Should we burn our past, our history? I'm not burning books, by the way.
No. And we already, like, the money's already gone, you know. Personally, what I'm like, for myself, it's teaching my kids better.
Yeah. That's what we can do.
That's because it's something I can do. And it's more of a personal thing, how you teach your kids and stuff. But like looking back at my childhood traumas and stuff I went through, like I can't fix that, but I can sure as hell make sure my kids don't go through it.
Mm-hmm.
And they grow up better, and they grow up, you know, a more diverse thinking way than I did. So you can control that. And watching a movie is not going to change that, in my opinion. buying new stuff, sure as hell will, because she'll get more money, which I'm not going to do.
Yeah, I just can't do that. And you and I offline touched on, like, what if I bought Hogwarts Legacy secondhand?
Yeah, like, because you're not directly buying it. You like, say I bought it from you, or
You're not buying it from the publisher.
Say I bought it used from GameStop.
That might
Like,
be a
that
challenge.
That doesn't go back to Rowling, though. It goes directly to GameStop.
Right.
Because they already got it and they're reselling it.
So is that okay? Are we okay with a loophole like that? I mean, what do you do?
And that sucks too, because Hogwarts Legacy was a great game.
It was, and I think we talk about this later
Incredibly
on.
fun. Yeah, I know, we're jumping around.
We are jumping around. We can't support anything.
No, and there's with games like that. There's a weird thing too of like player count too, like playing it like ups the player count. It's messy.
So okay, I'm late to the Harry Potter issue. A lot of cis white dudes were. It just wasn't on our radar. I'm sorry, but we're learning now. It's unavoidable, and I get why people are angry, and that's part of what we're learning. Why we're trying to be better allies. We get it. I can't directly put myself in anybody's shoes here that is affected by this legislation. I can't, but I can listen. I can empathize. I can donate my time, money to causes. I can do all of that. That is what's going to make me a good ally. Not yelling out, off the rooftops, I wish ill on her,
Yeah, that's not good.
So on platforms like Blue Sky, there's pressure from trans creators, and often rightfully so, right? For us to do something. For the cis creator side, it can feel like there's no win. If I'm quiet, I'm complicit. If I'm loud, I'm performative. If there's no pivot, if I don't do anything about Ultimate Guard, if I don't condemn them, I'm canceled, right? We're canceled.
And it's hard too for the creators that are sponsored by them. Granted, there's some that have come out and said, I'm not dealing with them anymore. But what about the smaller ones that maybe that's their only sponsorship?
Or maybe it's a big source of income for them.
Like,
for their
what are they going to do? It puts them in an incredibly bad spot. There's
no silver bullet for that.
And same with like us not like, what do we do? Like, yeah, like I wish I could go protest. I wish I could go do stuff. I wish I could donate more money. Yeah. I have a family. Like, when is it the point where I'm donating more money than I am? Like, it could go to my family.
We have to show up. I think that's the important first step. We have to show up. We have to do what we're doing tonight. We have to have this conversation, as awkward as we're making it, because again, just a couple of cis white dudes here.
Yeah, it's incredibly awkward. Like, I don't know if it's coming across, but it's hard because for me personally, if you hear more like pauses, I'm trying to think without blurting and saying the wrong thing. But it's hard because, like you said, we can't put ourselves in those shoes.
No,
we don't know how it feels.
We're born with the privilege, and that's that.
Yeah, we're incredibly privileged. We're white men that are employed. I mean, being employed is a privilege these days. I have the privilege of having 2 girls in the house, 2 little girls that I'm learning from every day. That's what's helping me, but we are very privileged, and it's very hard to.
And here's the other thing. It's not my brand, my personal brand, not GamerDad Bob. It's not Bob's brand to post a big "I'm quitting something" thread on social. I'm not going to record a video about it. I'm not going to post a big thing about it. I'm going to put my time, my shifts quietly, right? I'm going to drop Dragon Shield. I'm going to drop Ultimate Guard. That's just quiet stuff. But quiet can come off like indifference. And that's something I'm really struggling with right now because, again, small creator here. I don't want people to see my silence as complacence. I don't want them to be like, well, Bob hasn't said anything about Ultimate Guard until his podcast, and then who knows who's listening to it? Who knows who's going to listen to it?
We know Draco is.
Thanks, Draco. Appreciate you being here. We don't know who's going to listen to it, and then they still don't know, right? And do I have to shout from the rooftops? That's just not my brand.
No. I was always a quiet person. I still am. I don't like drawing attention to myself. personally, like when I find the sleeves that I like, I will advertise them. I will say, hey, I love these sleeves, and it'll be one post. That's it.
Yep.
Unless I get sponsored, which then I'll do as many posts as they want me to. Same with like Mana Pool. I'll do as many posts as we need to.
Yeah, right.
But I'm not the type of person, and I'm not in the position to be that type of person, because content creation is not my only thing. I have a full-time job.
Yep.
I work, I'm lucky to work remotely. I can kind of make my own hours, but I work. That's not how my income. I get no income from streaming. I get no income from anything. Everything I just did for my graphics is all a loss because I don't make any money.
Yep.
So same with you.
Yeah, I was going to say I've been a Twitch affiliate since December, and I haven't gotten a payout yet.
Yeah,
it's not lucrative. It's fun. I enjoy doing it.
I enjoy doing it. Yeah, like I enjoy sitting here talking with you. I enjoy having Draco in chat. Giving us stuff.
I'm not in this for the money. So the endorsements and everything else, the CYA, it's not as powerful for me, and I don't have to right now. But I'm still going to quietly make some good decisions here.
And again, that's such a hard position for the people that are getting money from these brands. Because when it's your livelihood, like if you get a sponsorship that is your livelihood, what the hell are you going to do?
What do you do? Especially imagine if Ultimate Guard was our first big break.
Yeah.
Imagine if this podcast was sponsored by them and it's our first big break and we have money to up our production level, to hire a full-time editor, to, I don't know, something, right? I don't know what their tiers look like or what it would be, but imagine it was like a first major break. And then this comes along. As we're small creators, we have to drop them. We have to. There's no question there. And because we're already doing this on our own dime and everything else, we're just back to there. Yeah. And I think that's still the right stance to take, because that was bonus. And this is our standard here, what we're doing right now. And we're capable of this on our own dime and everything. So making that statement matters. We'd probably do it quietly because that's just our style. We're not saying sponsored by whatever anymore. And this is all hypothetical anyway, because
hypothetical.
We have no sponsors. Just you guys if you're joining our Patreon. So anyway, let's take a break. And I want to do our lyric or flavor text for this month. I still have 2.
I'm looking at mine. I have more than 2. I have a couple that are like, oh, it's too easy. Oh, it's too easy. They're all too easy in my opinion, but
I have one that's too easy also, and I still want to do it.
I mean, if you do your easy one, I'll do my easy one.
All right. And I think rather than reveal at the end, I think it's probably better, given the weight of this podcast, yeah. We'll just do it in the middle here. I'll go first. So my lyric or flavor text is: Royal flames will carve a path in chaos, bringing daylight to the night.
No idea. How's that easy? Sounds like flavor text.
You want to think on it and then read me yours?
Sure. So I'm changing mine now because I thought yours was going to be easy. Every year that passes rings you inwardly with memory and might. Wield your heart and the world will tremble. I'm going to cross this off as you were thinking, so I don't reuse it.
Why does it sound like a Goo Goo Dolls song or something? I don't know, man. These are hard. We came up with a hard game, Jesse.
Hey, it's fun. I think it's fun.
Royal flames will carve a path in chaos, bringing daylight to the night. I read it at a different cadence. Does that help?
You did. That cadence sounds like a song now. I'm going to say a song.
You've seen this band live, Jesse.
I feel like it's Shinedown.
Mm-mm.
No. You know how many bands I've seen live? It's like 40 or 50.
All right, so let me give you more context. I was sick and didn't make it to that show.
You just said that earlier on the podcast, didn't you? No. That was Universal Studios.
Yeah.
You sick and didn't...
Close. Who else played at that one?
Alter Bridge.
Who did you say was amazing that night?
I know what concert you're talking about. Breaking Benjamin?
Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh, Avenged, yeah. Because they had the opening, they hung a guy, or like a fake guy.
That's Hail to the King.
Hail to the King, yep.
I thought it sounded...
The cadence made it sound like
you changed it, and it's a song, right?
Yep.
I thought it sounded like flavor text as I was thinking about stuff. I was like, that would be cool. That's probably a white card. Just thinking.
I was thinking white, like flames of like purity or whatever.
Yep.
So each year that passes rings you inwardly with memory and might, wield your heart, and the world will tremble. I tried to have a neutral cadence there.
Yeah, he gave it a neutral cadence. He's making hard mode for Bob. All right, it's a 50-50.
Aren't all mine hard mode?
I don't know. I think I just suck at this.
The only time it was easy when we had the same one last time.
That was funny.
Or 2 times ago.
Yeah, you gave me ghost lyrics last time.
Yep.
I'm going to go with flavor text. It sounds like some kind of card draw.
It is flavor text.
Is it a blue card?
Draw, no. Nope.
Not a blue
Dorian
card.
the Siege Tower. Dorian the Siege Tower.
Dorian the Siege Tower. I love it. The old original Abzan commander.
Dorian the Siege Tower.
Who attacks with his butt.
He does attack with his butt.
I love it.
He slams you with his roots.
Okay. Let's dive in and get serious again. That was a nice little interlude there. The pressure to be loud is real. Is it not?
It definitely feels like it.
I've stayed very quiet until the Ultimate Guard stuff this past week or so. Their response to the AI thing, hollow, tone deaf, that was the turning point for me. I don't know why. I don't know why something snapped and triggered in me, but the whole start of that is what triggered me coming up with this podcast.
It did.
And
it did.
I was like, Jesse, we got to talk about this. It's not only is it relevant, but this is what needs to be said. And that moment right there was where silence wasn't an option for me anymore. I can't. I have a platform. We have a platform, right? We have 20 subscribers or something on Spotify. So 20 listeners out there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Nice.
To all you 20 listeners out there who may eventually listen to this, right? This is our platform, and this is where silence is no longer an option. And it wasn't like because Ultimate Guard used AI. It's that they chose like the least human route, you know?
Yeah. The whole response, like I said, is them hiring their own artists. It's like, what the hell, man? Like AI is I had this point down, like AI is going to become the norm eventually. And it's going to be expected that they're going to be using AI. But outright saying we're going to use and hire our own artists instead of paying artists. I mean, I hope they're paying their artists. Or maybe hiring their own artists is hiring their own GPT. Like maybe it's hiring and making their own AI artists.
Are we gonna see job positions that are like prompt writer, like LLM prompt writer, GPT prompt writer?
Because I watched a video today because I just had my YouTube on and it was just going to the next one. Like it was just suggesting stuff. And one of them was how to make ChatGPT better. And the guy said, I guarantee that IP for companies is going to be the company's prompts. And I'm like, really? And then I actually I paid attention to this video. I'm like, holy shit, I didn't realize how powerful your prompts are.
Yeah, they matter so much.
Like, so you're 100% right, because the way he did it is like he said, once you get the way you want it to, like your email to be created the way you want it or whatever, tell me the system prompt that would get me this result.
Yeah.
And then you could learn the white prompts, and then it's like people are going to start copywriting their prompts or something.
Yeah. Prompt writer is going to be
art too.
We're going to see that job everywhere in the next couple of years.
Yeah.
And that just kills me. Absolutely kills me. Anyway, silence in our space used to feel safe, just not saying things. Now, I think silence feels suspicious.
Why aren't they saying something? What are they thinking? What are they hiding?
Why aren't Jesse and Bob saying anything? What are they hiding? Do they feel the opposite of this outrage? Is that why they're not saying anything?
If they're not saying anything, they must feel the opposite. That's how people think. That's how we're trained. That's how we're conditioned to think these days.
It is because it's safer to not say anything sometimes. No more. And as a cis-het white dude, I keep saying this.
What's het?
Heterosexual.
I've never heard it like that way.
There's more risk in speaking than staying quiet. Just based on our position. We will never be in some of those shoes.
No.
Never. So speaking is risky. Well, what do you mean, Bob? It's scary. And that's all shifting, right? Because not saying something feels like complicity. I don't know what to do.
I'm doing personally, like I've done, like I never put political signs up at all. I did this year.
Yep.
To combat some in my neighborhood. And I actually had an old, like 80-year-old woman come up and ring our doorbell and tell us thank you for doing it. Which was, we were so terrified. I remember I think I was on the toilet or something, and I saw her get on my Ring doorbell.
Yep.
And I'm like, don't answer the door. Don't answer the door. But it was actually good.
And like, I don't log on to Blue Sky to perform. I'm terrible at like engagement posts.
Yeah.
Chat GPT tells me I'm terrible at engagement posts, by the way.
It feels so fake and like forced for me.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with engagement posts, but it's so hard for me to do stuff like that. So I'm not on to perform. Guess what I'm also not on Blue Sky to do? Or Twitter before it went to pot. I'm not on to pick fights. That ain't me. I don't have the energy. I didn't have the energy 10 years ago.
Before we had kids.
I'm not picking fights. I log on to Blue Sky to listen, to learn. And that's my important takeaway right now with everything that's going on. So my silence, it's listening, not complicity. And the outrage that's going on, often it's real. Genuine fear from marginalized folks. Absolute genuine fear. I mean, look at the latest news out of Minnesota with everything that's going on.
Oh my God.
The trans community has every reason to be terrified, and we have every reason to support the trans community more now than ever. What the hell is going on?
And that's so infuriating to me because it has nothing to do with that person.
The freaking gun's the problem.
Like the guns, the brainwashing of how everything is today, like the whole you got to be angry. It's driving people mad. And their orientation had nothing to do with what happened.
No, they were just freaking deranged. I don't have a better way to put it.
No, if JFK or whatever his name is has any saying, he's going to say it's the medication they were on.
RFK,
sure. Whatever his name is, yeah. He doesn't deserve to have his name said right. He's gonna say that it's the medication they were on that drove him to it, and then they're gonna try to ban that. You want to bet? I will bet you money right now that's what's gonna happen.
It's horrible.
But it had nothing to do, and like depending on where you look, they spin it a different way. Like one site will tell you it's because of the religion. The next site will tell you because of their orientation. The next site is because they don't like Trump. It's like this person hated everybody.
They sure did.
And they clearly, and guess what? They didn't get in the building. They did not get in the building. They shot through the windows. So you tell me that the gun is not the problem?
Gun is the problem. And, moving on
if they just had a knife, would they have done anything? No, because they didn't get in the freaking building.
I don't want to make this about what happened, but people have every right to be scared. Or mad.
Hey, my kids go back to school next week. I'm freaking terrified.
My kid is starting kindergarten for the very first time, and I hate it.
Yeah. My wife's the teacher. She's going back.
Yep, my wife's also a teacher. I hate it. Yeah. I hate it. Every time I get a call inside of school hours from my wife, I tend to freak out.
Yeah, same here.
I just don't. No, I don't like it. The creator anxiety is real from us. The small creator anxiety. Like,
yeah,
sure, it's
nothing we do is right.
I'm sure it's palpable from this podcast for those who are listening. That fear is constant. Because Jesse and I are trying to build a space that's welcoming, inclusive, safe. And you look at us and you go, I don't know, are these guys safe? They don't say enough. So. The fear isn't necessarily what if someone calls me out for being bad, right? It's what if I accidentally say the wrong thing or signal something harmful without knowing?
Yeah, like you know me, I joke all the time. That's just how I am. And I don't know how many times I've joked about the wrong thing and not realized it until after I said it.
And we need people to pull us aside, DM us or whatever, and correct us or level set us or pull us out of something. Bob, get your head out of your ass. Why are you talking about this? And I need understanding so I can learn. We're not here to offend or harm. We're here to learn. We're here to grow. I mean, think about it, Jesse. Where we grew up in upstate New York, mostly white, Christian towns, right?
Oh yeah. I was a little bit better because where I was right near the Army base, Fort Drum. So there was a lot of non-white people there.
Yep.
Of all kinds of backgrounds. So that definitely helped me. But yeah, definitely religion-wise, it was Christian town, that's for sure.
I mean, I went to college in Vermont. That helped open my eyes to the LGBTQ community.
Vermont's a great state.
Enjoyed my time there. I learned a lot. My former resident director transitioned from female to male. Went from Audrey to AJ. And the thing that pissed me off the most about that, hold on, chat. AJ, dude grew a better beard than me. I was so mad about that. I was like, why is your beard so good? It's like, I don't know. You suck, Bob. Sorry. That's where my mind went, right? So it's not like, oh, that's weird. They transitioned. No. It was, why does AJ have a better beard than me? What the crap? By the way, looks good, dude. And then I moved to North Carolina, which is in the Raleigh area. It's a melting pot. And I have learned so much from people of color here that my whole world has been upside down from living in upstate New York. I'm so much more understanding. And then let's add spaces like Blue Sky, like Wooburg Sky. They're all helping us expand our perspective. It's all helping because I'm listening. I'm here to listen. You know,
it's been incredibly tough for me, only because my dad was every ist you can think of. Like, he was racist, you know, he was.
My father is too.
Misogynist. So that's what I grew up with. That's like what I was told I had to be. Like,
we're still deprogramming years of that, Jesse.
It's insane. Like, I'm listening to, I can't remember the name of the book, but I'm listening to this book about emotionally unavailable parents, and it's like, oh my god, like, it's so revealing. It is so revealing, like the amount of trauma that we have to unpack. And it's like, I saw a meme, or not a meme, a clip of like a bunch of glasses that were lined up, and it was very thick colored, like red colored wine or whatever, and it said this is the emotional trauma of like 3 or 4 down, right? It was a bunch of wine glasses or glasses, and like the very leftmost one was the trauma of like your great grandparents.
Oh, I've seen that. Keep going.
And then it goes to your grandparents, nothing changed. It goes to your parents, nothing changed. It goes to you, nothing changed, unless said you realize what's going on, and then it pours in water to clarify it, and it says like therapy and this, and then you pass it on to your kids, and it's not there anymore.
Yep, it's more and more diluted, right?
Everything is just deprogramming for us. Because like I said, my dad was incredibly racist, and he's incredibly misogynistic. Like if I cried as like a 5 or 6 year old, he would tell me, I'm going to give you something to cry about.
God,
or he would smack
nonsense.
me and say, why are you crying? Men don't cry. And it's like, my God, like, it's so much deprogramming that we have to, like, a lot of the younger people don't have to do that because their parents are our age.
Yeah.
Like, I feel old because there's a lot of kids that are in their 20s that their parents are our age.
We're older parents with younger kids. Is that the best way to describe it?
I guess. Like, we waited, like, my oldest is 9. I'm 42. We waited a long time to have kids. There's people I know that had kids right out of college, right out of high school, some of them. And their kids are already in their 20s.
Yep.
So they grew up already not having to deal with the trauma because their parents didn't pass it on. Maybe some did, I don't know. But a lot of it's deprogramming for us.
Yeah. Yeah. One of my big credos, mantras, whatever you want to call it, like, it's just be good, do good. That's my compass. It's really simple. Be good, do good. No, religion didn't teach me that. That's just me.
Yeah.
I'm just trying
religion
to be.
These days will not teach you that.
I'm just trying to be a good person. I want to do good things. And if I slip up, right? If it's pronouns, terminology, please understand there's no malice behind it. There's none at all, right? Pull me aside. DM me. Help me learn. Help Jesse learn. Respecting names, pronouns. That's just baseline humanity.
Gender identity.
Why people can't friggin' get that in their heads, I don't understand. It's not difficult. And if you don't know, friggin' ass. I just don't understand it. And one of the coolest things that I think that I'm seeing out of Blue Sky is that, like, and Wooburg Sky, that community, the queer community, is leading in that space. And I am learning so much.
Oh, yeah.
Just by listening. So, again, here, as the cishet guys in the room, we are not the default voice right now. We're not there. Jesse and Bob, privileged. But that's okay. Here's the weird thing. I haven't seen other creators canceled over innocent mistakes. So that tells me that this community is willing to teach people to help them learn. The creators I have seen canceled, they've done some serious harm in the community, right? We've seen some SA and other things going on out there.
Oh, yeah.
That there's no tolerance for that. There shouldn't be. That those are arrestable offenses, in my opinion. So yeah, they should probably be canceled. And yet, after all of this that I've said, okay, we still have to measure everything that we say. And I'm still going to support causes. I'm still going to donate. I am still going to be mindful. It's just who I am. It's who we are.
But I'm same, like, I donate to Trans Lifeline every year. You know,
I've donated
fundraiser.
multiple times this year.
Yeah. And then, like, whenever Prof has his, you know, fundraisers, I always donate to that. It's very hard to know.
These shirts help pay for it also.
I have one upstairs.
This year's out?
I haven't seen it yet.
Did I miss this year's one?
I haven't seen it yet.
I've bought them the last 2 years. This is 2 years old now.
Yeah, but like I reposted Ultimate Guard's post at first, and then I deleted it after I like read it and like, wait a minute, there's between the lines here. I don't want to repost this.
Yep.
So we're always learning. You know, we're not always going to get it right the first time.
So here's where we're at as we start wrapping up and we enter our last segment here. Burn the bridge, but not the binder. What the hell does that mean, Bob?
Don't pollute.
Give a hoot. Don't pollute.
Burning wood is better than burning plastic.
The Harry Potter movies are very much background noise during our holidays. They always have been. But that's all they are. I'm not supporting this creator. We just put them on. I own them physically. Bought them a long time ago. I'm not streaming them through Disney, Netflix, HBO, wherever the frig they're at now. Nobody's getting another dime out of me on that. I mean,
if my kids want to watch them, I will throw them on my Plex. Then nobody gets any stream out of it.
We both played Hogwarts Legacy.
Great game.
I thought it was really friggin' well done. And we know that Rowling profits off of the game. We don't know how much. That's undisclosed. We don't know what percentage. That's undisclosed. But what about, like, and Jesse and I have talked about this offline a lot. What about the devs, the artists, the QA testers, the IT staff, the people who are employed because of this game that are able to go home and support their families or themselves? Maybe they're single,
because of this game.
Whatever, because of this game. Now, should they have to ethically decide whether they want to be employed or not and survive, frankly? So there's more nuance to this than good and bad.
The same with the movies too, like the production staff. Like all the people that made the movies, they still get royalties out of it.
Yeah, what are we doing about like the production staff that's freaking well, I'm gonna have to get a Pendragon shirt. Sorry, I'm just looking at chat. Shiny Squirrel.
Look, what about the upcoming TV show?
Yeah, that's where I was going. Thank you, Jesse.
Yeah. I knew it. Like, what about the people that are making that? Like, that's their life.
Yeah.
Like the production staff making those, they don't make a lot of money. The actors, yeah, they do. The kids, you know, this could be their first acting.
Do we think these kids even understand?
They probably don't.
Because I bet all their parents see are dollar signs.
Oh, I'm sure. They're probably all childhood actors. The parents are probably pushing them to do it. Like the Ryan kid, the YouTuber that my kids always watch, his parents are probably pushing him to do it. But like they're like all collateral damage. Like it just seems like nobody's thinking of that. And maybe maybe that's just my, you know, closed off mindset on it, but it feels like there's so much that are affected by it.
Yeah.
Not just the surface level thing. There's so, like, it's an iceberg. Like you have all the surface level stuff and then a whole bunch of stuff underneath it.
Yep. Yeah, I've said this a bunch. Like, the Harry Potter stuff hurts deeply. It was magic. It meant something. Now I can't say anything without risking blowback. And please don't condemn me for supporting fictional wizards, you know? And I keep hearing like, if you support fictional wizards, then you're part of the problem. And that rhetoric feels really extreme and really scary.
Yeah, like I support Yennefer Vennerberg. Am I part of the problem?
No, but if you support...
She's a wizard. Well, she's a witch, technically.
Harry Potter, she's a sorceress, Jesse. Come on.
Sorceress.
If you support Harry Potter by consuming movies that you own, you're part of the problem? Like, I hear a lot of, if you still like those stupid fictional wizards, you suck. Okay. But can I just hate J.K. Rowling and not give her any of my money? Where's the line? Is there owning something and then celebrating it? That's very different. Is there watching something and then repeatedly streaming it, adding to a revenue stream, to use a streaming stream? Like, I'm not here to platform it. I'm not recommending Harry Potter to anyone at this point. I'm acknowledging it as part of my past. Like, there's this similar tension right now and in our current political climate in history debates. You know, what's being done right now? You can't erase the past entirely.
Because up to Trump, you could.
You can't celebrate the harm either. Look at what's going on with the Smithsonian.
I was just going to say that. Like, it was on the tip of my tongue. He's literally saying the Smithsonian puts too negative a light on slavery. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
What do we do there? Like, this is the same thing going on in real life. And, like, to the same extent, right? We want to tear down Confederate statues. But at the same time, we're not here to erase the past. Those are two different things. They can be two different things. Our past was bad.
Our past was terrible.
Harry Potter bad.
Like, nobody, how many people bring up the fact that we came over to this country and murdered everybody that lived here?
So many natives.
Like, nobody pays attention to that. Like, you want to kick out immigrants? We should kick ourselves out.
Right. Right. And we come still, I've said this a bunch of times too, from a place of privilege. And we know it. But right now, for Jesse and I, for small creators in our space, for your average white dudes like us, it feels lose-lose. And we're not asking for a pass. We're asking for nuance and room to grow. Man, this was heavy.
Yeah.
There it is again, that word heavy. Is there something wrong with the Earth's gravitational pull in the future? That's two Back to the Future jokes. I apologize.
That's two. I had one. So
we're human. We're trying. We're fallible. If you don't know what that word means, look it up. We care deeply about this community and this silly card game that we all love, Magic the Gathering. And we hope that you show us the same care if we mess up. Teach us, don't condemn us. And in a space where everyone is welcome, where hate has no place and understanding is king. So if you're a small creator listening right now, or later, or any time at all that you listen to this podcast where podcasts can be found, we see you. You're not alone. We are you. I'd love it if we could normalize some quiet growth. Let's celebrate people changing, trying, making better choices. Jesse and I are not aiming for perfection. Lord knows that we're not perfect in this space at all.
I don't want to be. Perfect's boring.
My threat assessment is still suspect from time to time, right? So we're aiming for progress. So with us, ask questions before judging us. Invite conversation. DM us.
Just don't DM us asking if we want to commission our pieces, please.
Especially using AI. I can't draw. You guys have seen my Infinitokens, all right? Let people get it wrong and then course correct. One mistake is one thing, but a pattern of my bads, well, now that's different. And it's important that you guys know the difference out there. Real talk now. If you are a trans listener hearing this, we want to ask you something. This is coming from a place of genuine care here. Do you understand where we're coming from? Like, do you see the crux of what we're trying to unpack? We're not asking for a pass or anyone to tone it down. We know a lot of this anger is justified. It legitimately is. Your existence is trying to be erased. by the current political climate. That is beyond terrifying to a point where I could never understand that. So I know this anger is justified. If you have constructive thoughts, suggestions, or even gut checks on how we can show up better, especially as cis creators, right? We genuinely want to hear them. DM us, DM me, comment, whatever feels safe for you. We don't want to center ourselves in pain, but we also don't want to quietly sit on the sidelines and pretend we're not part of this too. So yeah, if you like this, stick around. We're here to build, learn. It's been a hell of a ride already, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
I think we can all make something cool together. I really do. All right, Jesse. As usual, any final words of wisdom from you tonight?
I actually wrote this one down. Usually I go on like a whim.
He does.
In the immortal words of the great humanitarian Jerry Springer, deep down, we're all the same. We all want to be happy. We cry when we are hurt. We are angry when we are mistreated. And we want to be liked, accepted, and respected, and not to mention loved, is the greatest gift of it all. Take care of yourself and each other.
Be awesome out there. Be excellent to each other. Bill and Ted got it right, honestly. But my thing, be awesome out there, and we'll see you next time, guys. Take care.